Hey there, Field Army. Welcome back to another video. My name is Dylan from FieldStrengthAthletics.com, and today we're going to go over a video on how to breathe and brace appropriately for rep maxes. Not one rep maxes, but multiple rep maxes. Let's go ahead and get to that video. But before we do, check out this new merch. This is one of two different lines of merch that we are launching on the Field Strength Athletics website. If you scroll down just a little bit, you will find a merchandise tag, and you can get your own Field Strength and Athletics splat design and our Dilly Man design. I will show you guys a little bit more in depth how to find that later on in the video, so make sure to stick around to the very end to get your own Field Strength Athletics merchandise. Field Strength and Athletics.com. All right, so before we start talking about how many breaths per reps and how many reps per breath and all that fun stuff, we actually need to learn, at least the way I like to teach, breathing and bracing for any movement. I don't care if it's overhead press, bench, squat, or deadlift. So the first thing we want to go over is I'm going to take the majority of my air in by breathing through the nose. I'm going to cap it off with my mouth. And then I'm going to compress and squeeze the abdomen down, or try to crunch the rib cage over the top of the abdomen to brace my core. I'm also squeezing around my back, and that'll give you an appropriate brace. Now, to do this, we need to actually breathe through the stomach, taking in all of our air, and then compress the stomach down, bracing the core. What we don't want to do is actually breathe and inhale into our shoulders, because this makes it really hard to brace, for one. And if you're doing a squat or a deadlift, raising your shoulders up is moving the barbell, and that's going to take energy to move, or it's going to shift the bar on your shoulders. So we do not want to breathe like that. We want to breathe through the stomach, breathe into that belly, and that'll help you get a more steady and larger brace. All right, so this is how it's going to work. We're going to go over each main lift individually and how to prepare for a multiple rep max. This is anything that is 2 reps or more, or at least that's your goal. How do you breathe and brace appropriately for each and every one of these? So first, we're going to go over the deadlift. With the deadlift, you have 2 different options. When you're breathing and bracing for the deadlift for multiple rep maxes, you can either breathe at the top of the rep, or you can breathe at the bottom of the rep. Breathing at the top of each rep works rather well for bigger, thicker individuals, and breathing at the bottom will typically work better for your skinnier or longer individuals that are able to breathe at the bottom. Now, this isn't for everybody. Some people can still be bigger and prefer to breathe at the bottom, but just kind of play around, figure out which one you like. Remember, no matter what, whether you're at the top or you're breathing at the bottom, when you breathe, you need to make sure you brace before you move, no matter what. You want to keep the spine safe, keep the core safe, and make sure what's inside doesn't end up coming outside. Cool. Next, we're going to talk about the squat, how to breathe and brace appropriately for a multiple rep max for the squat. Now, when it comes to the squat, I actually like to treat it the exact same as I would for a 1 rep max. Every single time I'm going to squat, I'm going to exhale air, I'm going to inhale, cap it out with my mouth, and then I'm going to brace and squat. Every rep, I'm going to let that bar settle up top so it's not bouncing on my shoulders. I'm going to take that full breath again, cap it off with the mouth, and then I'm going to squat again. This allows the bar, if it's going to have a little bit of whip to it, to bounce and settle before you start moving again. When we do a multiple rep max with a squat, what I see most people fail at is they actually lose the bar because they're trying to squat while it's still bouncing on their shoulders because they've come up rather aggressively in their squat. So breathe and brace each rep like it is a 1 rep max. Now let's talk about the overhead press and the bench press. These we're gonna lump together because they work a lot alike. This is also where your breathing technique can have the biggest change and help you get a lot more reps when you're doing a rep max for either overhead press or bench press. For the strongman, this also works for stuff like log press and axle presses. So what we want to do is, before you unrack the bar, you're going to take your breath and brace. You're going to unrack the bar, and with that first breath, you're going to do as many reps as you can. Whether there's 2, 3, 4 reps, however many you can do before you start seeing stars, or you black out. Then you're going to exhale, breathe and brace again, and then you're going to do hopefully more than 1 more rep. You're going to do probably 2 more reps. You're going to exhale your hair, take in some more air, breathe, brace, and do another rep. Now from this point forward, you're going to do 1 rep per breath. So let's go over that again. 3 or more reps on the first breath, 1 to 2 reps on the second breath, and then we go to 1 breath per rep, just like we would with, say, the squat or the deadlift. This will help you get a ton more reps. So if you're going for a 5 rep max, you might be able to bust out 7 when you use this breathing technique. Now making sure that you're still breathing and bracing appropriately. One more note I want to add for the overhead press is whether you're going to breathe while the bar is on your chest or while the bar is overhead. I typically like to actually breathe overhead, especially if I'm doing a log, because the one time the bar is not on my chest and pushing down and compressing my rib cage. Now that being said, you won't be able to get as much air, but it'll be a more comfortable breath than it would be if that log or barbell is on your shoulders and on your chest. Right on. All right, guys, I hope this helped you breathing and bracing for your rep maxes. For those out there doing their 5-3-1 programs, this will help a lot for your top sets that you do every single day, except for on your deload week. If this helped you guys, please share with your friends, share with people out there that are in your lifting community. Let them learn to get stronger and better. If you guys like this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Comment down below the lift that helped you the most. Hope you guys enjoy the new merch. I'll show you guys now, since you made it to the end of the video, how to get to it in detail and everything that we offer on our merchandise website. Otherwise, guys, go out, be great. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.
Alright guys, so this is all that you have to do. All you're going to go is to your favorite web browser. You're going to type in www.fieldstrengthathletics.com like you see on the screen. There, it's going to lead you to the homepage of everyone's favorite personal trainer and strength coach. Look at that big guy. You're going to scroll down until you find the merchandise tab. You're going to click on that, and that will open up the entire Teespring store. We have many selections for both our Splat and our Dilly Man collection. So here you see the Splat with the fanny packs, the jackets, the tank tops, the coffee mugs, men's and women's selection. Then you'll see our Dilly Man selection on everything, including a gaiter and a new sweatshirt, tank tops, phone cases. Now these are not the only colors. If you go ahead and click on one of these selections here, it'll take you to another page and a pop-up. And then you'll be able to choose any of those colors that we have available for you. All you have to do is choose the color you would like, the size you want, add it to cart, and go to checkout. Then it will get delivered, freshly made, just for you. Alright guys, enjoy the merch. See you later. Peace.